Winging is still an extremely new sport, and there's so much room for progression and improvement in the equipment especially. New ideas are being created every single day.
With how fast the level of riding has progressed, it'll be crazy to think how far it'll be 5 years from now.
Pretty much every trick you can think of, I'd say add an extra rotation or two onto that, you're maybe halfway there.
Yeah, I gotta keep dreaming, gotta keep going, yeah, I gotta keep pushing, gotta keep breathing, yeah, I gotta keep working, yeah, at least for the moment, start with a million, and I want my mansion, so my family knows that. We are set for life, yeah, ain't nothing that's gonna take over. Shit, know when they gonna take it, but I grab it, I'ma have it, I've been cut to my habits, so I gotta do it, man, I tell them the madness, cause I've been really good, man, I want my status. Damn, they gonna see that I do this, they gonna see that I did this though. Now they say, oh shit, I can't do the same when you kidding, bro, cause I spend my time just working, but I spend my time just grinding, but I spend my time in the studio with these lyrics, just combining, just fortune all these diamonds, cause I made it from far, and nobody believed it, but I showed them what I was, it's sure. Cause I am a monster, and back on my run, yeah, I'm about to show them what I have been on, yeah, yes, I'm about to do it when they see that I'm around, yeah. Cause we pull up with action, yeah, we make them all believe.
This is where Jeffrey, Finn, and I learned how to surf, to bodyboard, to stand-up paddle, to foil. I remember Finn being like this big. He was like tiny, like the cutest little thing ever. Jeffrey and Finn were among the very, very first people to foil, like before I did it. I remember they took me foiling for the first time, and honestly, I kind of thought it was dumb at first. The foils in the very beginning were so scary and hard to use.
I think Kai Lenny said it best. He said it was like standing on a greased bowling ball. It's incredible to see where we started 5 years ago versus where we are now in terms of the performance and ease of use and accessibility of foiling.
It was really cool to see like how dedicated from the very start of foiling they've been to the whole process.
Jeffrey and Finn fill a lot of roles for Duotone. They're competing on the Wing World Tour, developing all the wing foil boards, testing all the wings.
Finn and Jeffrey are really good at address both ends of the spectrum. They're on a certain set of equipment, but that doesn't mean they're unaware of what a guy like I would need. I can ask them to go compare two wings where they can go out on the water, swap again, and then I get so much better feedback having two guys instead of one.
What foil you got on there?
The 620.
Sounds good, so I'll take this 620.
The testing process for the boards has been pretty easy with Jeffrey because there's two of us. All right, back to work.
Yeah, it looks windy.
This is a very important place for Jeffrey and I guess the progression of wing foiling too. He landed the first backflip here. I think that really started a lot of the progression in wing foiling.
When we first started, it was inconceivable that you could do a backflip with a wing.
Developing a trick is completely different than copying someone who's done it.
That first backflip that he landed was really like, oh wow, this is gonna go somewhere and it's gonna go somewhere super fast.
They put an impact suit on and a hockey mask and they went to town and just started hucking themselves, you know, and it kind of opened up doors for not only me, but the entire sport.
It was like 24 hours from when he first started trying them to when he stuck it.
But I think it really shows like how the sport, or like the equipment and everything was ready for something like that to happen. It definitely wasn't easy.
They're really focused on making winging more accessible too. I mean, they do the extreme stuff. They're at that end of the sport, but they're also helping us design better beginner boards, better wings for beginners.
The reason that the Spencers are good designers is because they have such good feel. They have the vision, they have the feeling, they know what they want.
The things that help me and have helped Sky and will help Finn and Jeffrey the most are a deep, deep familiarity with the ocean and the wind and the waves. They're already 10 years into these sports and they're already starting to do a lot of really good design work themselves. Being so familiar with it automatically deeply informs any design decisions you make.
The whole time we've been foiling, we've always been working on improving the gear, testing it. We love riding all the time, so it doesn't feel much like work. We are both super young, but so is foiling.
The more you can ride and the more you can use the product, the more you can understand. And it just makes it much easier to come up with ideas and to test if they actually function.